The U.S. Marshals Service and the Utah Department of Corrections held a news conference about their joint efforts to catch wanted fugitives.
But the 2 News investigative team had one big question. Why? Wendy Holleran is here with some answers. Wendy?
Well, Mark and Heidi, the U.S. Marshal for Utah spoke at length about short jail stints and called the data alarming. Criminals with 30, 40, even 50 prior arrests. So I questioned AP&P leadership as to what they're doing to catch fugitives before they ask for the help of the U.S. Marshals Service. No photos, no names, no list of the 70 fugitives who were captured from October to April of this year by the VFAST task force. And while the partnership isn't new, the U.S. Marshal for Utah says the revolving door at jails and prisons isn't helping.
These are not new criminals. These are folks that continue to cycle in and out of the community.
2 News Investigates questioned adult probation and parole leadership about what changes they're making to catch violent fugitives and why, out of the blue, they're holding this press conference now. Jim Hudspeth, the Deputy Executive Director for the Utah Department of Corrections, seemed to dance around my question. There have been a number of innocent people who have been killed by parole fugitives as of late. How do you respond to that with a 72% absconsion rate?
Every situation like that is tragic.
Hudspeth insists AP&P agents are doing everything in their power.
Parole fugitives is about 7% of the population that we supervise, and the probation fugitives account for about 20% of the population that we supervise.
He says probationers and parolees under AP&P supervision who decide to abscond are ultimately at fault and put the blame directly on them instead of his agents. Is the 50% from AP&P more than you're seeing elsewhere from other agents?
Absolutely.
U.S. Marshal for Utah Matthew Harris admitted half of their state and local warrants are from AP&P.
For us, it can also be frustrating. We put an incredible amount of time and effort to ensure the targets for apprehension are the most violent offenders we have.
Now, U.S. Marshal Matthew Harris gave me a list of the names of 53 of the 70 fugitives afterwards. I ran some of them through court databases, and many do have extensive criminal histories. Mark and Heidi?